Good evening, everybody. Got us off mute, Nick.
Good evening, Phil.
Kyler, are you there, buddy?
I am. How's everybody doing?
Perfect for a Wednesday afternoon or Wednesday evening. What do you want to call it, right?
That's right.
Exactly. So, hey, everybody, thanks for tuning in. We'll get some quick updates here. Probably going to be a pretty short show. We've got to get a lot of stuff we can talk about. I guess what happens on that chat line a little bit, too, from that part. But, Kyler, I'm going to tell you, Nick, I can't believe we're done.
I know. I feel like we just started.
I know. Kyler's probably saying something different, though.
Yeah.
Well, I admit it went fast, but I'm not saying I ain't hurting.
Oh, come on. Come on. Really?
No, it was a good
I
time.
know. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I know, Kyle. I tell you, I know too. It's it was a great time. It was a great season. I would say there's a lot of ups. There's a little bit of downs, but not much from that part.
We all learned a hell of a lot.
And everybody thought, there's a lot of people that thought we couldn't do it. You know, that Kyler and Nick, they just didn't think we could pull it off. I've been reminiscing over this first year, and I still think the highlight of the year has got to be that picture of that guy sitting there drinking a beer, sitting on a chair on the racetrack on that cushion.
Oh yeah, sitting on the
The cushion as a back on his chair.
Yeah.
That was pretty awesome.
That was pretty cool.
I think that has to be the highlight of the
Yeah.
of the year.
I was just rolling around there looking at it, right? And those guys that were out walking on the racetrack, and I mean, I didn't know the guy. He just said, "Hey, sit down and lean your back up against that cushion so I can take a picture." And he did, and it's the viral photograph.
Yeah, a lot of people talk about that photograph stuff too. But anyway, it was good to have that open show last weekend. A lot of guys have been in the shop, in the race shop this week already, talking about how much fun it was, what they did, and talked to a lot of other racers on the phone. And I tell you, I didn't see one unhappy racer after that show. Not one. I mean, I talked, even though we had a little bit of an issue with the stock cars and that sort of thing, I talked to the top 5 as they come off the track, and they all had smiles on their faces. I apologize for that racetrack we had. It got ahead of us a little bit. But you know what? One of the guys did say something that made pretty good sense to me too. And he said, you know what this does? He says, it makes everybody to learn to use their pedals.
That's right. That's right.
You know, from that part. So, but again, it turned out to be a great show. Our car count's exactly what I thought we would have. So I was excited for that. Our crowd, I wish was a little bit better, but again, we're fighting the crowds with other things going on in the area and that sort of thing too. I get that, but it's been a great season, guys.
Yep, it sure has.
Yeah.
Looking forward to November for the banquet.
Yep, November the 16th.
Yes. So everybody tune in out there on Facebook. We've kind of put a deal out there on that already for the date, November the 15th.
November the 16th.
16th. God, I can't even spit that out right.
Saturday the 16th.
Saturday the 16th.
1861 Club at the fairgrounds.
So that'll be fun and exciting. We're going to go over there tomorrow, Kyler, and kind of look at it, see inside. I wanted to go there last Saturday, but they had a wedding. So we're going to buzz over there tomorrow afternoon and check it out and kind of get things situated and stuff. But we've got a good menu, I think, put together. We're going to open the doors at 6, dinner at 7, awards at 7:30. And so I think it'll be a fun time there to celebrate and have a fun time. Nick and I have been talking about the awards and what we should give out and that kind of thing too from that part. So we'll see what happens.
Charlie Griffin, going to be doing the catering over there. Him and his team. They gave us a little teaser the other night at the racetrack, didn't they?
Yeah, thanks for sharing.
Yeah,
you're just a little bit too late.
But it was pretty good. It was pretty good.
You were still looking for your socks, I think.
Maybe.
Inside joke, everybody.
Inside joke.
Inside joke.
That's as much as you're going to get of it.
And yeah, so anyway, so again, it's been a great year. Again, Kyler, I can't thank you enough for the effort and everything that you put into this deal, Nick. And thank you, Nick, too, for everything. We had some doubters out there at the first of the year, but they can doubt us all they want now because we got proof of what we can do and everything else too. And exciting to see what we're going to do next Tuesday. That's we'll go over and meet with the fairgrounds and see if we can get this contract signed and done so we can get planning for 25 and get things going the way we want to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
100%.
It's going to be good.
I think it will be too. I really feel good about the situation. I feel about where we're at. We'll have to see how they negotiate with the contractor too. I still waiting on questions from the fair board. Have got none.
None so far.
None whatsoever. So they've had the contract for 3 weeks in their hands from that part too. So we'll just see how it goes. And next Tuesday, 2:00. Everybody keep your fingers crossed and everything else too.
Over? What do you mean? What about Winter League? I'd love to.
Rex was one of my technicians when I was in Hutch.
Oh yeah.
And Rex follows the Saturday show and stuff too. So yeah, Rex, our season at the Hutch track is finished for the season. Granted, we're going to start. What's our first date next year? March.
April 11th, I believe, is our first.
Was it April? Date. We didn't get something in March. I don't get something in March. No. So we'll fire back up. I agree with you, Rex. I told everybody at the start of the year if we could race in November, we would, but we've got too many irons in the fire with all the other stuff going on and everything else to try to squeeze one more in. Maybe next year we can try to squeeze one more in. We're got a few more things done and stuff like that too. So, Kyler, we talked about our banquet November the 16th. Any dates on your banquets for your?
I think we're looking at the January 18th. So we're going to go after the Chili Bowl.
After the Chili Bowl. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. So.
Yeah. So, okay. So that sounded fine. We'll keep that updated. Rob Gertz wants to know we can continue this podcast for a while. Yes, we will, because we want to keep updated on the banquet and that sort of thing. And then I do believe after that, by that time, we will still keep doing this because we'll be able to update other races and other sanction bodies and more in depth of our schedules and things coming up from that part too, and sponsors and that sort of thing too, as we grow this thing going forward. We did not, and I've talked to a lot of people about this. We did not really go out and push sponsors. The sponsors you see that we put up before and after the show, those are sponsors that actually dug in and helped give us equipment, materials, whatever it might be to help us go from that part. We really didn't go out and sell many sponsorships, and I didn't feel good about that with a 1-year contract. Once we get this 5-year deal, we're going to go out and really get some good sponsors and things behind us, and they'll give some ideas and not ideas, more ways of doing more and better things at that racetrack.
100%. I mean, we've got to get that 5-year contract signed so that we can make a longer term commitment to not just the racers, but the sponsors and the fans and everybody alike. So.
Yep, exactly. Peyton Burkhart, great job, your fellas. Yeah, Peyton, thank you. Hey, buddy, again, congratulations on your win.
Yeah, congrats.
I tell you, I didn't get to watch all that race, and I knew Kyler Tidwell was pretty tough competition you had out there, and I knew he was leading that race. And I looked up, and remember what I was doing? I was doing something. I looked up, and all of a sudden I saw you leading that race, and I thought, wow, he passed Kyler? Well, Kyler got in a little trouble and everything else. I went down and talked to Kyler after the deal and stuff too. But Peyton, great job. I'm excited for you. And from that part, I saw that picture with all your group, your supporters, your family, and everybody down there. That's pretty cool. So, anyway, Kyler, so nothing else new in Dodge City or anything else from that part?
No, we're just kind of winding down for the year and getting ready for banquet.
Okay, and I'm going to throw another thing out there on our deal. I'm really seriously think we need to do the tire thing in the corners at Hutch.
Oh, I agree. That they kept pushing up on the berm and causing some issues. And I think that would eliminate a lot of those problems.
And what they're talking about was Dodge City, they buried the tires in the ground. So that way, when you hit them, you just kind of go over them instead of
just like they
knock
do
the
at
spindle
Boone.
off.
Same thing at Boone. Exactly. Same thing at Boone. They do it right there. The thing about there at Boone, I mean, do the guys hit those tires? Yeah, they do.
All the time.
But we really don't tear nothing up when you hit one or whatever. So, Kyle, that's why I was so excited to come to Dodge and race on those things. That last time we didn't get it done, but I get it. Mother Nature nailed us again out there too. But wish we could have raced at Dodge and seen how fun that would have been, because I think that would have been a blast out there with those tires.
Yeah.
So, what about the little track? You're all done on the little track too and everything?
Yeah, we're all done with the little track. Actually getting ready to talk to a few people. We're getting some new clay brought in at Dodge City.
Okay. Whoa. Back up here. Is that for the little track or the whole track?
The whole track.
Really?
Yep. We found, it's the original clay that we put on to begin with. And we're going to start bringing some of that in here in the next couple of weeks and build that up. And you'd be surprised on what you lose throughout the years of dirt. You know, people take with them back to their shops. You know,
Well,
I've probably swept a whole racetrack's worth out of the 3J trailer this year.
right?
well, I hate to tell you how much mud was on that Rouse truck I would drive around there packing the track into. But I will.
Hey, I forgot to bring that up to you. Was you right on my tail when I kicked the water on at
Yeah.
one point?
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, I saw that.
I was like, yeah, he was close.
I thought you guys were coordinating on getting the truck washed or something.
Well, that's what he did. He washed the whole front of that truck. Oh yeah,
I forgot to bring that up to you.
I was coming by there, and I was trying to come underneath the bottom side. Most of the time, I've been passing everybody on the outside, and cucking back in. And I seen you kind of high up. Then I seen you start coming down. I said, surely he's not going to turn that water on. No, man. Boom, hit that water.
Did you at least have the windows rolled up?
The windows were up. I got lucky there. But I will tell you, my windshield did need a little wash because it was pretty dirty. So it did work out. There's a positive to everything when it happens. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you washed her up pretty good, buddy. But I'm telling you, I got up Sunday morning and went outside and saw that truck. I thought, holy smokes. I hate how much of it knocked off, though, too, coming from back over here to Wichita on 96 highway, but there was still a lot of mud on that truck, let me tell you. So that is one thing we got to talk about too, is what we're going to do. I know the track, I know for sure right now that track is not going to get touched till probably, I don't know, let's see how the weather goes and stuff like that too, but probably, what are you thinking, Kyler? Probably March before we touch it again? Yeah,
that's probably what we're thinking. I'm going to talk with Chad and Jesse and some of them guys and see kind of what they're wanting to do. But, I think it's just, it's good to have it just set all winter long. And, in the past, we've set on it with not very many races on it. So, we're ahead of the game already.
Yep, ahead of the game. So yep. So anyway, it's I hate it that we're done racing, as much as I love to race and everything else like that too. But we'll just have to get ready for 2025 and just hope that next Tuesday at 2:00 we meet with the fair board, we get things done and signed and done, and we can move forward and get these plans and everything we got in our back pocket ready to go. And we'll have to talk too more about what we're going to do on the dirt there. We might have to get to Mike's opinion too and see what he says we should do, and moving forward on that dirt and everything else too. I know the Murphy boys are very excited to move forward for 2025. Curtis and Dan have talked to them already, and they're really excited about moving forward with everything else too. So it's going to be fun. So let's do, I think kind of covered everything. We kind of just need to do a recap and go through everything, right?
That's right. So there's a Facebook deal up for the banquet. That is not the official RSVP for the banquet. Stay tuned. We will be putting out a link for everybody to go to and RSVP and purchase tickets for the banquet. Remember, if you had perfect attendance for all of the regular season races, so every night except the October race last weekend, you as a driver will get 2 free tickets to the banquet, and I will be personally sending you all an email or text message with a different link to go in and RSVP for that. So stay tuned on Facebook. Hopefully by the end of the week or first of next week, worst case scenario, we'll have that link out there ready. We'll share it several different ways, several different places, so everybody gets a chance to see it, and then get on there and get RSVP'd for the banquet on November 16th.
Do you guys have any motels that you're partnering with on that deal too?
We will.
Yes,
that's a good point. We do, yeah.
The same hotels that we have out on the website will still be there for that same night.
Yep, that's a great idea, Kyler. We'll get that list posted back up on Facebook as well.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So anyway, tune in there November 16th, and we'll have the thing here coming up later in the weeks. What Big Corner Creative told us, they'll have everything up and running, hopefully by Friday, so we can start taking your tickets and getting everything registered up. And the other thing we can talk about, there is going to be a beef dish and a chicken dish. Please let us know so we can kind of get a proportion figured out for the menu. Charlie and Carrie have got a great menu, and Kyler got left out in the bag at testing the meat. Well, of course, Kyler, I will tell you what the real problem there was. You know what that is?
What's that?
Nick eats his. He ate his in about 2 bites.
I did.
Okay, so that's why you got. That was supposed to be half for you, but Nick took the other half.
So like off subject, but not really off subject. So, Phil always gives me shit because I eat so fast, which I do.
He does.
And so we're going to the Fall Fest in Goddard on Saturday with the kids, and they're having Daylight Donuts is having a donut eating contest. And my wife has signed me up for this.
I'm gonna say you're signed up and ready to
Right.
go.
So we'll see what happens.
There you go.
Oh my goodness!
Because I can chow down on some Daylight Donuts, buddy.
That's right.
I think you can chow down about anything. I've watched that go down many a times from that part.
We are professional diners.
There you go.
So anyway, let's go chat line. A lot of good evenings and a lot of thank yous out there. So everybody appreciate all the thank yous, appreciate all the support. I will tell you that this has been a great year. 2025 is going to be even better. 26, 27, moving forward from that part. We got a lot of things we want to do, a lot of stuff to do. But I will tell you, all honesty, everybody listening and tuning in, to keep this thing moving forward like we need to, we've got to grow the crowd. We've got to grow the cars a little bit more to keep this thing on the right track. I think we could do it and everything else too. Kyler's talking about this, get the other elephant out the room about the qualifying with the modifieds. I begged all year for you to do that. And finally, the last year of the show, we did it. I thought it was great. I thought it made for better racing. Yeah. Some fans said, hey, you know what? It took a long time. I agree. Everybody said we maybe should start that at 6 o'clock instead of 7 o'clock. Well, that's kind of hard to get that kind of tuned in. I think maybe next year we try to do that. We need to do 2 cars at a time.
There you go. There you go. I was telling Nick, maybe we could look at a King of the Hill too. On the top 8 that go into a redraw, we do a King of the Hill where 7th and 8th go out there, and whoever has the fastest time in a lap stays out there. Whoever's knocked off is 8th, and then so forth. So you have eighth position has the opportunity to move all the way to first. But first, if you draw the number 1 pill, or you're not, if you're number 1, you can't start any worse than second.
Yeah,
it's kind of a fun thing to do too.
That's kind of what they do at the Chili Bowl, the pole shuffle. I think that's what they call that, or whatever.
Shuffle. Yep.
That's a great idea. I think that's another good thing we can try to do too. A lot of exciting things we got on our plates for everybody. But like I said, that was fun for me to get those guys to qualify and watch the timing and lining those guys up. I still think it made for better racing for that A feature. I just really think it did. I think it did good for the heat races too. I think it laid everybody out and let you go. And from that part, it was I thought it was some great racing. And again, I talked to all the modified guys when they come off. They were pumped. They were excited from that part too. So. Anyway, Craig Scheib, thank you again. Craig's said a big part of being of Salt City. So yes, Craig, you've been a great help, and that's back to Kyler. Kyler, I can't thank you enough for your team you put together and brought to us and helped us put that together. Every one of your people are fantastic. I hope they all can make the banquet that night to be there, so we could recognize them for all their hard work and everything else too. From that standpoint too, I just hope they all can be there. So I hope you're getting that out to them and letting them know when it is, and they can be there and everything else too. So
perfect.
Okay, well, banquet is coming up next Tuesday. Is the contract signing. Keep your fingers crossed, everybody. And I hate to tell you, we might not be able to wait till Wednesday to do a live podcast. We might have to come back here Tuesday night and throw a podcast Tuesday out. So
there you go.
Everybody stay tuned after Tuesday afternoon. We might be coming live up Tuesday night to talk about the contract and where we're at and what we're doing too from that part. Rex Stigro, Salt City Racing TV. Yeah, that could be another thing that comes up. But, we got some great buddies over there at Racing Dirt that are pretty great friends and race or partnerships and stuff with those guys. Those guys do such a fantastic job, and I want them to be part of our program because they are some fantastic gentlemen for sure from that part. So. Okay, everybody get ready to be signing up by around Friday on the webpage to get your tickets, get your stuff. Nick will be in touch with the drivers that were 100% to get your tickets. Remember beef or chicken, so that kind of deal. And, we did talk about the price of tickets. $25.
$25, 15 for kids.
15 for kids. Does not include any of the alcohol beverages that you might want to partake in. And yes, we will be regulating that a little bit because this is not going to be a big old party. This is going to be a celebration and have fun and recognize everybody for the year that we did. So. Hope that makes sense to everybody, right? Yep. We hope so, right? So, anyway.
Well, guys, I appreciate you. I'm going to jump off here, but I appreciate you guys.
We're tuning out too, buddy, because we've got enough to talk about. And Kyler, again, thank you. Have a great evening. And we'll guess Tuesday at 2 o'clock, right?
We'll see you there.
Thanks, buddy.
You bet. Bye.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Nick, any last comments, questions, anything?
let's get to this board meeting and let's make it happen.
It's
I'm
exactly
excited.
right. Everybody have a great evening. Tune in Saturday morning, 9 o'clock for Aaron Hood Show. I will not be on here. I'm going to be gone to a wedding. Josh and I don't know who will be on here Saturday for that. And who knows, we might be alive again Tuesday at 6 o'clock instead of Wednesday to talk about this contract signing we had at the Fair Board. Let's just put it out there. We're going to be live Tuesday next time because of coming off the Fair Board signing and stuff. And we'll come back Tuesday at 6 o'clock. And hopefully we're back here by 6 o'clock.
Hope so.
Hope so too. So everybody, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. And we will talk to you shortly. Have a great night, everybody.